NSFW, you wake up tomorrow, and every living thing on earth has an overwhelming sexual attraction toward you. To the point where humans, animals, bugs, etc. will involuntarily try to sleep with you on sight. What's your survival plan to avoid death by snu-snu? Continue with my daily life of staying inside and playing video games. Blind the people I'd rather not have super fun adult time with. Cold. Embrace it. Or make a tournament, become emperor and make them fight for me. I don't know if the winner of a fighting tournament is the most interesting being to sleep with. If you want to die by snu-snu, it grants you a fast and painless death. Or painful if you're into that kinda stuff. Don't ban guns or else you'll be sleeping with a grizzly bear. Find a squid. Need I say more? Live your life, but I'd say yeah, walk us through it. Tentacle hente. Watch out for the beak. I very seriously would likely shoot myself. I don't want any of that kind of attention, much less from everything on earth. No, your corpse will get all the attention. You alright, OP? Condoms, lots of water, and set up some sort of ticket system so we can establish some order to the chaos that is bound to ensue. I doubt I'd be much use to anyone dead, so I'll ensure basic needs are met in exchange for food and other goods. Make the most out of it, you know. XD. Use the power to reforge society, to make me their god, offering my body as a reward for them doing what needed to be done. I would use this focus to rapidly advance society to the point we not only create a utopia on my earth, but spread our lust out across the stars. There would be no hunger, war, or sickness, only full children in happy families. Slowly, as everything settles into running smoothly, with a just and good life for all, I would fade from society, becoming celibate for the rest of my life, letting them continue on their own, as the memory of what I represented would be more important. Finally, I could rest and watch the sun rise on a grateful universe. My first move would be to see if altering my physical appearance makes people less attracted to me. I'd shave my head or something like that and see how it affects the attraction thing. If it helps, yay. If not, no more pesky hair. I would also try wearing a disguise to see if that helped people not be attracted to me. If that doesn't work, my next plan would be, next, I would see if I could use their sexual attraction to me as a form of currency to get them to do things for me. Tell them I want to have super fun adult time with them too, but I need a fortress to be built. Ideally, I could withhold super fun adult time enough to develop some people who would protect me from the animals, etc. that wanted to have not so fun adult time with me. If people got competitive with each other or anything, I would make rules about how I would withhold super fun adult time. Since they are consumed with desire, they would probably listen. After they build me my fortress, I would have them bring me other things like food and whatnot. At this point, I would probably just let myself become a global icon from inside my fortress and rule the world if possible. If my physical presence is required for the attraction, I would talk to people via FaceTime and whatnot. It would be a lonely life, but at least I could bone everyone I very wanted to, like Jack White. I know, don't judge me. Jennifer Lawrence, Kristen Ritter, etc. Maybe between doing the dirty we could have conversations. The thing that would be the worst for me, I think, would be not being able to talk to people, which is the only thing I really enjoy. Maybe between smashing. Perhaps I could use my sexual powers to manipulate someone into making a cure for the sex obsession. If I couldn't manipulate people and there was no other route, I would probably just live in the middle of nowhere and invite people over to bang occasionally. But I guess every time I did that, I would have to move. I'd probably have to carry a weapon to kill animals who try to get close to me. If every creature/person comes at me for booty like in that movie It Follows, where that thing just follows people around, and I couldn't withhold snu-snu to manipulate anyone, I'd probably see if I could turn people against each other, or maybe I would just set people on fire until I was the only person left on Earth, but that would be a real bummer, because I don't like murder. Or fire. In that case I need to find the most empty place like desert or Antarctica, but first I would find the females I'd like to be tortured by snu-snu, not to death. But on the boat to the Arctics, you get boned by 2 whales, 1 lost orca, a few dozen fish, the cabin boy who hid under your bed, and upon arriving a pack of 250 penguins will forcefully bone you. Dude, you've made my day. Close bracket. You can run, but you can't hide. Become the love machine that God intended for me. Let me introduce you to the male elephants, who like to have a talk. I hope that guy never gets near to a blue whale in his life. See, you guys are thinking big, but imagine an entire wasp's nest wanting nothing more than to make love to you. Reveal my personality. It has worked wonders in the past. Lol, this deserves more votes. Self-burn. Those are rare. Basically, become the hive queen of Earth, and bestow blessed snu-snu upon the deserving. Fix the climate, the environment, and set up a mega colony near my house. Hand out jobs and roles to fulfill. Basically it would be like playing Civilization, except there would be no competing factions. Establish line of succession, and have the medical professionals increase mating production to keep up with demand. It's not like anything changed. It depends if they just, kinda start dry humping me, or if they are just laying on the hard flirt. Because if it's flirting I'd be fine. I wouldn't know anyway. So there's a thing called a buckshot round. Pretty cool thing, I forgot when it was invented, but it goes into a shotgun and absolutely obliterates whatever is in front of it. I would like to not get done by a cockroach or get a giant horse penis in my bum, so I would just use the buckshot on myself, of course. The horse part does sound kinda fun though. Ooh. Live in airport terminals, kind of like in the movie The Terminal, except you're nomadic and catch flights when you can. Because of the airport security in all the respective places, people have to maintain some level of etiquette above otherwise. Airport terminals, at least the big ones, are clean of insects and varmint, and all pets are in cages. You could seduce people in the right way to let you stay, or let you go somewhere else, if you were in a pinch. It would be a hard life, but at least you're safe. Find Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, offer them my ass in exchange for protection. Tomorrow, is this a 24-hour period? Sweet, at least the 40-something construction worker dudes won't be working tomorrow. I have several hot neighbors. I guess the drawback would be if their husbands saw me as well. But I guess at that point I'd know which neighbor husband was well endowed or Slim Jim. Slapping mine ears, I get up from my chair, staring intently at my PP the whole time. You can do this, PP. We can do this. Accept my gate, but charge them for it. Whatever anyone can give. Be it money, property, advice, favors, or even just company. If you can do something well, don't ever do it for free. Also, never, ever go to the zoo. Sleep with some rich, powerful people, get lots of money off them. Use it to fund construction of a well-insulated shelter in the Antarctic with decades worth of food and a water filtration system. Preferably well inland, so seals and whales aren't a problem. The biggest issue would be penguins and other seabirds. So I guess also invest in a scarecrow. I think a lot of these people overestimate the number of humans they see, and vastly underestimate the number of insects that see them. The first thing I'm doing is locking myself in my room with cans of bug spray and the curtains closed. The next is making phone calls to the ones I actually want to see. Well, first, I'm assuming I'd know this as soon as I woke up, cause I live with my grandparents and I don't want them to be the reason I realize this. So I wake up and dress in so many layers, like as many as I possibly can. Then I leave the house through my bedroom window and walk to my friend with benefits house. I'd like to imagine I have a shield of some sort, maybe some hairspray to spray at my unwanted pursuers. When I get to my friend with benefits house, I'll have a great time, but I'm lucky cause he lives alone, so I don't need to deal with hiding from housemates, and 2 has erectile dysfunction, so he'll have to stop at some point. Then I'll just stay at his and play video games together till this all blows over. The other possibility is it cures his erectile dysfunction, and I wouldn't complain about that either. But I'd just have to take some long bathroom breaks to give myself time to recover. Assuming this only lasts 24 hours, suck it up and hunker down in my room. It's torn up right now, but I've got a couch, pillows, a blanket. I've got a phone, a Nintendo Switch, and plenty of books. The real issue would be food. Best case scenario, I call my dad and ask for food. Worst, I fast. If this is for life, I'll literally run away from home and enjoy what little bit of life I'll have soon. Lock all the doors, tell my husband to call in sick, and just ride it out. Recreate the cover of Doom until they overrun me. I wear sandals and socks. Or Crocs. Nothing. People often want to sleep with me on site, then it very quickly fades after being around me for 2 seconds. I will accept my new reality and help as many people as I can, but in return for my generous sacrifice, I expect each individual I take care of to help me fight off the numerous beasts until I become a sex god protected by the chosen many. In other words, I'd screw my way to the top. Please tell me this is Rick and Morty rules, where your family members are immune. Literally there is no way to win this. It will be like the ending of Halo Reach with the objective survive. You will literally be destroyed by a swarm of bugs and insects that can sense you from every corner of your idiot. And the worst part is that I don't know how in hell would a worm or a fly try to have sexual intercourse with a human, and that's the most terrifying part. This is how it's gonna go down, at least in the part of the world I live in during summer season. Let's say you step outside, not in a city, and you are instantly swarmed by bees, butterflies, dragonflies, etc. Spiders, beetles, worms and alike will start to gather around your feet and try to crawl their way up. Dear good, when the birds notice you and you have like the whole forest molesting you. It would be the same in a city, but with more people added to the mix. And if you stayed inside, the insects would find you in the end anyways. To have a chance to survive, I'd probably try to cover my smell so the insects wouldn't smell me, and also cover myself in a blanket or something to avoid getting spotted by visually. A weapon would be good to commit suicide with in the case the animals and insects get you. But in the end it'd be screwed anyways, literally. So I'd try to survive and buy myself enough time just to make sure I'd get ducked by an attractive person of opposing gender instead of the bugs or some random person. Depends on how overwhelming it is. You will become the most valued human in the world. Rational people might see it vital that you'd be kept safe for future snu-snu. If these people are able to stay rational, I'd say the survival plan is to just make yourself known to as many powerful people as possible. You might have to sleep with some people you don't want to for protection, but you'd get to trade that for literally anyone you want. Or maybe I underestimate the power of my attraction, and I'm gonna just get annihilated. Worth a shot though. Well, I'd definitely move out of my parents' house for a start. Open an OnlyFans using Tails and a Bitcoin Visa card after I've moved, so the address of my ID isn't the one I live in, so the admins themselves can't use their inner spies to edit the database and find me with the info. Pull a Bella Thorne and post my picture and OnlyFans link everywhere. Since everyone is so sexually attracted to me, they'll subscribe but can't ever find my location. I'll upload exactly 1 foot picture, still technically me, or a photo of my face. I'll put my subscription cost to the absolute maximum OnlyFans allows me. Thanks for ducking me over, Bella. I'll make hard bank by the millions of people paying in the first month alone. I'll cash out and move the money from my Visa card to another Monero and to my own account, so even the Visa people can't track me. I buy a yacht with my Bellathorn money, buy an island, live on the island, and get things airlifted to me. Now that I'm Jeff Bezos rich. Wait. He wants to make love to me too. Okay, new plan. Still the same crap as before. I'll fly him out. Convince him he can screw me. If he signs over everything he owns to me, then I cover up in a ninja suit, get my bodyguards that are wearing scramble goggles to take him away. I buy another island. Now I'm filthy rich, because Jeff knows. Get a specialized house built that is bug proof, get some super fast internet lines hooked up, and boom, I'm done. Actually, wait, I can bone anyone. But no, that's morally wrong. I can't. Duck it. I'm going all Euron Greyjoy. I'm screwing every living queen. Now I'm done. Go all in, or go home. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also a share would be nice too.